sister, what have you done? Oh, hey, little sister, who's the only one?
Why don't I introduce your topic? I mean, it's a topic we both agreed on, but I thought of how to put it. So let me give a short introduction and then introduce the test case.
Okay.
Let's see. So today's topic, I didn't see it on the screen, but you said it was foolish atheists?
Foolish atheists.
Okay. And here's the motivation behind this topic, because you might be saying, well, there are lots and lots of shows that are devoted to criticizing atheists, so why do we do another one when we've got this hour and a half every week? And here's why. We often criticize Christians for not being aggressive as we are in going after the really offensive Christian types. I'm talking about your Fred Phelpses and your Jerry Falwells. You know, the secular culture means that we deserved it when 9/11 happened. Any others?
Sure, thousands.
Yeah,
Ted Haggard, Ken Ham.
There you go.
Pat Robertson, did you say him?
No.
James Dobson.
Yeah, and when those people kind of come at you off the deep end, the response of the typical liberal Christian, of the moderate Christian, if you will, is to say, well, don't pin that on us because they only represent fringe groups, and we're not responsible for what they think. Okay, they're not. But since they come under the same label of Christian, it seems to me that moderate Christians should be the biggest enemy of the extremist Christians. It's not enough just to dismiss them and out of hand and say, you know, they don't really represent us. Why are we out here yelling about all the horrible things they do, and the moderate Christians are just sort of sitting back, disregarding them?
Yeah, it's a matter of we're trying to clean up your yard when you should be cleaning up your yard.
Right.
It's making the rest of the neighborhood look bad. Mm-hmm. We're tired of you sitting on your asses, and so we go out and start to pick stuff up, and you say, hey, what are you doing in my yard? I'm doing what you should have done.
Right. But we don't want to look like hypocrites.
Yes.
We never want to look like hypocrites, and therefore we thought it would be a good idea to spend a show focusing on people and movements that might be associated with atheism that also don't represent us, and not just say, you know, oh, these people aren't that important, but actually spend a little time on them for a change and point out why they're going around giving atheism a bad name. And why we don't associate with them.
Yeah. Before we actually get into that, though, there's actually an extra caller on who I don't want to have to wait forever, so we'll take... RC, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Fine.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to tell everybody out there watching TV that I am a Christian, but I do appreciate what you guys do, because I think people ought to mind their own business when it comes to other people's religious beliefs.
Amen.
And it don't matter what you believe and what I believe, as long as we get along.
Well, I'd say it still matters what we believe, but I would prefer that we get along.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like the people at the top want us all to fight with each other instead of trying to see the bigger issues that are involved and, you know, come together and try to solve some of these problems like, you know, homelessness and unjustified wars and all the other problems we got going on in the world.
I'm with you there.
Well, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to call in, and all them people that's like just chomping at the bit to call in and call y'all all kinds of bad names, they just need to take a chill pill.
No,
okay.
I'm sure some of them are coming right up.
Yeah, we're getting ready to have a little bit of fun because it's we're basically throwing darts at our own today.
Okay, well, I will look forward to that.
We're losing audio, but thanks, RC.
Okay, bye-bye.
I guess the truth is that this topic was actually inspired by somebody that we disagree with over email, and I guess he has decided to call in today and discuss it with us. So, how about it?
So, I guess we can go on. Is this Patrick?
Yeah.
How are you?
Hi, Patrick. How you doing?
Can we turn that up? I can't quite hear him.
Well, I had gone to I had seen the bumper sticker, National Atheist Day, April 1st, on cars here in San Antonio, and it was greatly irritating and very insulting, and it didn't go. It didn't go with the flow with what Christians say is a faith called that has its basis in love.
What did the bumper sticker say?
National Atheist Day, April 1st, and underneath in small letters was the quote from Psalm 14:1 that says, "The fool has said in his heart there is no God." But the quote, because the bumper sticker, National Atheist Day, April 1st, was in big, bold letters that you could see readily.
Sure, because that's the part that's funny.
And the quote that was
relatively speaking
smaller was the quote from the Bible, and it was insulting, and it was irritating, at least insulting mainly. And
to you.
It's always been that way.
Right, but I don't. I'm somebody who not only doesn't find that particularly insulting, I'm not bothered by it at all.
Well, the reason why it's insulting is because
he's a fool.
To the Christians, it is not an opinion. To the Christians, it is a fact, not an opinion, because it's taken from a quote from the Bible, and to the Christian, nothing in the Bible is opinion. It is total, complete fact. And I've been driving a taxi for 15 years, and I've only lived in San Antonio for 3 years, but I've also driven in New York City, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and also Los Angeles. And I have found that most of the people I've spoken with at various times say that they would never vote for an atheist for any office, even down to the city councilman, because of what they've been told by their ministers, of course, and by the Bible.
Right.
And so I wanted to find out exactly who made that bumper sticker, and when I Googled National Atheist Day, Ray Comfort's ministry with Kirk Cameron came up for Living Waters.
Yeah.
And so I went
let me break in with a quick question. You've said a couple of times that Christians believe that this is not an opinion.
Oh, absolutely, because
Does
it's from
that
the Bible
mean
and
it's
that's
not?
fact to them.
That doesn't mean it's not an opinion.
Oh, it is it's fact to them. It's not an opinion.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter what they
to
call
them,
it or
but I
what they
mean,
think it is.
there is an actual difference between fact and opinion. Don't you agree?
Yes, but not to them.
I don't.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, I mean, my opinion is that the invisible space monkey hangs over my head. But if I say that's a fact, that doesn't make it a fact. There's actual ways to tell the difference between a fact and opinion. And saying all atheists are fools strikes me as an opinion, whatever they want to call it.
And best case scenario, the best thing they could do is say that it's God's opinion.
No, they would never say that.
Actually, they would.
They haven't.
Well, all right, maybe your personal experiences with them are slightly different from other people's experiences. And as somebody who was a Christian for 20-some odd years, that's the way I would have looked at it.
Because